today's video is not about the Strip or Las Vegas. It's about the periphery. There's a brothel in Area 51. We'll see if we can film any of this. This has got stories.
When I was younger,
this used to be the best kept secret in the world.
Oh! You guys got nice trucks.
That's that gold money right there.
This was their honeymoon.
Wow. Do you have some tourist information for me?
no.
I live here while I'm working. We all have our own rooms.
In any direction you go from Las Vegas.
That's your front lawn. Are you packing?
Hell yes, I packed.
Adventurers would come from all corners of the country. This is haunted.
Woo!
You have friends and
You're
enemies?
asking the good questions, Pete. Good job.
You like that? Good morning, guys. Here we are on the Strip in Las Vegas, but today's video is not about the Strip or Las Vegas. It's about the periphery. Radius of 80 miles outside of the city. There is so much here in the Mojave Desert. We have everything from a ski resort in a mountain town to potential ghost town. We'll see how ghostly it is. Dusty towns that I have no idea and what to expect there. So we're gonna get out there today and do a little exploration. All right, let's do this.
Best kept secret in the world. It's not anymore. A lot of people know about this place now.
It's the best train for 45 minutes out of Vegas.
Like, I used to work valet where I had to work from 6 p.m. to 2 in the morning. I could ride all day, go home, take a shower, and still go to work. Like,
whoa, so you're valet on the Strip?
Not anymore. Now I'm a bartender. But back in the day, I used to be a valet. Yeah.
It's like living in two universes, two different universes.
Honestly, you got this gambling, you got the party life, you got the 24-hour life, you got the amazing restaurants. Literally got every aspect of every life around you. But on top of that, 45 minutes in any direction, what's your outdoor sport? Do you like to rock climb? Do you like to hike? Do you like to snowboard? Do you like to surf? Do you like to wake surf?
Surf.
Like, literally, in any direction you go from Las Vegas,
yeah.
45 minutes away, less than that, you can do. And we have those things. Hold on.
Are many people clearing this?
No.
Most are dunking in? Nobody. How was it?
And then they were telling me to. I was like, I got him.
You gonna do round two? Gonna go again?
Hell yeah.
And he's
Going for it.
got the lean.
Oh!
And out.
He made it.
Successfully out.
Stand the man, same costume every time.
Still running it.
Massive traffic control.
Pond skimming is great. I used to do that in Squaw Valley. End of the season, massive pond, massive crowd. Sometimes you go over all the way, other times slash at the end, splash the crowd.
I love it.
Are you an OG up here? You've been here many years?
She's an OG.
Oh, yeah.
Since 1973.
Whoa.
You can go to other mountains that might be considered like better mountains, but it's just like people come here and it's just like
And the community that's been built
is.
here is kind of a little unmatched than anywhere I've ever been.
It
Like,
is.
I've been to big mountains.
Route 91.
91 was it? Okay, Route 91.
I was there.
I was there too. I just can't remember
What,
if it was
the mass
91 or
shooting?
something other.
Yeah.
That mass shooting was literally a week before the Golden Knights home game.
Actually,
So that really helped them out a
And
lot.
Golden Knights, for those that don't know, is the second best hockey team in the country.
Excuse you.
Florida
Depends on where
Panthers.
you're from, I
Excuse you.
guess.
We'll see you in the
Depends
cup.
on
We're
where
the
We'll see you in
number
cup.
one hockey team in the league.
Tonight's huge game.
We may not have won because of politics.
I was actually,
I'm with you guys until the cup, then I'm against you.
the night of that concert, we had a preseason game. And my husband and I, 10 minutes before that shooting, my husband and I were sitting on that corner waiting because we were
Oh,
on
wow.
dropping Las Vegas Boulevard.
Did that
It was
really?
weird. I woke
You
up
were
the
there?
next morning. My husband had the
Were you
TV on.
attending
and
or
I
were you
didn't know
working?
why.
I was working.
I was working?
I was right on Las Vegas Boulevard, like facing. My back was facing like Mandalay Bay, where the shops.
I
were
was
coming
working the actual festival, like I was the
Yeah, me
middle
too.
bar.
Were
But
you
the
really?
moment, but the moment that everything happened, I was
God.
at the vendors, thankfully. But it's just wild. It's
Did
just wild.
that did that really shake up the town for a while?
Oh, for a while. It brought a sense of community to a sound that didn't exist before. Honestly, I honestly
Interesting.
don't think it
It did.
existed before.
It did.
So it was
And
like a September 11th type moment
huge
for Vegas.
September 11th vibe. Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. Maybe
Okay.
not to that extent, obviously, but
How many people died?
58. No one thought at a country music concert, of all the things, a country music concert, no way. And then the worst part for me, earlier that day, like when we had just finished setting up the bar, it was slow, it was mellow. There was like 24 of us just hanging out, like working, waiting for it to get busy.
Yeah.
I literally remember saying out loud, like, there's a lot more kids today than there has been the last 2 days. It was such a family vibe that day. That's the part that I think really, really, really hurts the most, is that I remember saying that, like, there's way more kids today.
Coming up on a small town up here. From my experience, this is usually show up with a camera and get the hell out vibe, or super open. But these little towns in the middle of nowhere really fascinate me. People choose to live out here. The older I get, I actually see the draw of just being away from everything. Don't think I could do it, but I respect it. Looks like we have a bar. Nobody's there though. This guy's got a lot of school buses. No minors. Short Branch Saloon. Looks like they're redoing it. Or no, looks like a fire. Fire took down the top of the structure there. Some Jimmy Buffett going. Be kind to the staff that showed up to work. Nobody's here. There's a trailer back there. Check it out.
I've been here for 26 years,
Okay.
and we're known for the Bordello Run, right there.
Bordello Run.
Bordello Run, 15 years. Do you know what a bordello is?
I don't. Sorry.
It's a brothel,
Oh.
but we call it a bordello. Sounds better.
So you have a brothel run. You go on the motorcycles to different brothels.
We don't even care if anything. You can have an airplane, train. It's going to start at the Leatherneck headquarters, which is in Vegas. Going to do the Area 51 brothel, and the end stop is here.
There's a brothel in Area 51.
Right there on 95 and Latham Bluff.
So this is Nye County, which means it's legal.
Correct.
It's part of the
Makes
economy?
Nye County a lot of money.
Makes
And
Nye.
pays all their emergency services, like ambulance,
Okay.
helicopter, which people don't know.
Really, the money goes that far here.
A lot of money. Brothels make a lot of money.
So the brothels have to be taxed and they have to be run legally, right?
Correct.
So no one can just start a brothel. You need the licensing and all that.
Nope.
Okay.
And you have to be squeaky clean really to have a brothel.
Okay. I don't want to interrupt the game.
No, you're fine.
I don't want to
because
interrupt.
we finished. We can do this. She may not have.
Fire. Come take a video.
The fire.
Of what burned down in the
Can I turn the camera towards you or no? No. No. Okay.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Don't
about it.
say
Don't sorry. I came in here. That's fine. I won't put it on.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
You
So
should go look at the book.
let's look at the fire.
How did the fire start?
It was a methane gas fire in the men's room. Somebody threw a cigarette into the trash can, and it smolders. When you're on septic, you cannot have spark.
Okay. Wow. I'm sorry.
So it
That's
went from the
brutal.
men's room, went from the men's room straight up into the attic, and because the attic started there, it went up to the top.
Oh.
And so all I need is trusses.
You're gonna build this back.
It's not a rebuild, it's a remodel. We have a good top plate on the front, and we have a good top plate. All you need is one good top plate, and it's remodel.
Do you have a bordello here or no?
No. My mother thinks we do.
Why?
But we're rebuilding this off of my mom died during COVID.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And so I'm using her money to put the brothel back, but it is not a brothel. She thought it was.
This is
But
not
you
a
couldn't
brothel.
tell-
It's
you
just a
couldn't tell
bar.
the difference. It's a bar.
Okay. Why don't you want to do a bordello?
I can't.
Why?
Why can't I? Because in Amargosa Valley, they changed their what do you call it?
Zoning.
Their laws.
Their laws, and you can only have one brothel in Amargosa Valley, and that's that one on 95.
So if you could, would you?
No,
You don't want it.
no.
Why? Is it too
I
hard
could
to
work
manage?
I could work with the men, but I can't work with the women.
It gets pretty gnarly out there.
A man and a woman can't own a brothel anyway. A man can, but it's got to be run by a woman.
Why is that?
Because a girl that works for you can say all kinds of stuff and you get sued. Other words, they could do a Donald Trump thing, say you tried to have sex with me.
Okay.
And then you end up in court, so there goes all your money.
So the prostitutes have a lot of power in that structure, the legal brothels.
They would be your commodity. So you're going to have to make them happy to make money, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So their rooms have to be nice. Anything that they want, you're probably going to have to go and handle.
So what do people not understand about your county? Because from the outside, they might say, "Oh, prostitution, that's terrible." What are your thoughts? What are the locals' thoughts?
Locals are fine with it because they know what it pays for.
Okay.
It's the people that are moving in from all over New York and
Okay.
California, and they're getting into a Nevada government, and they don't want brothels, but they don't do their homework. They don't find out what it pays for.
Well, it seems, I don't know much about the industry, but it seems like it's better having it structured like that than just, prostitutes on the side of the
If you
street.
could control
with
it,
pimps.
because there's prostitution in Vegas too.
Yeah.
Every hotel has a few chairs for their girls.
Oh, really?
But they pick their girls that sit in there.
So even though
And it's all done through, I might be getting in trouble. It's all done through the doormen and the guys at the front door that park the car.
So it's technically illegal, but everyone partakes.
It's just, here it's legal because the girls are checked once a week.
They're checked for what, STDs and everything?
Anything. They can't work if they have anything.
I know we're not supposed to ask, but you said you're 75?
I was 75 in January.
You're feeling great?
Hell yes.
Is it
My ass.
is it the bubbly water your friend has, or what is it? What's
No, I
keeping
don't
you going?
drink water.
You don't drink water?
I don't drink water.
Like zero water?
My thing is wine and beer. I drink wine and beer. I can get rid of all the liquor in the bar and just have wine and beer.
You're killing all the health advice out there. They always say you got to drink a lot of water, no alcohol.
Well,
if you
there's
want to
water
be...
and beer.
It's
I drink
true.
coffee, and there's water in coffee.
Oh, what's up with the Anheuser-Busch? Are people not buying it?
I can't even give it away.
Are you serious?
No.
No one's going to drink it.
Bud Light was my #1 seller in the bar.
Uh-huh.
Whatever cases I ordered for Bud Light, I ordered the same amount of cases on the other ones. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad that business had to go into politics.
Yeah.
Usually people know that I talk politics, they started first.
Okay. I didn't start it.
Yes, you did.
I had Bud Light. I said beer. I was just
Bud
curious.
Light. Yes, what's with Anheuser-Busch? I tried.
I
real
did.
hard.
Okay,
I
guilty.
knew you should have
Guilty.
known. That's all it took was one word. One word, and you were going to open up the whole thing.
you see online that people aren't drinking it as much, but I don't.
They aren't drinking it at all.
Out here, 0.
Out here, 0. I have
You think
Mexicans.
it's gonna hold? You think-
All the Mexicans out here, the #1 beer, if you drive down
Yeah.
in Amargosa, there's a dairy.
Yeah.
And all the Mexicans work at the dairy in Amargosa. If you drive down Farm Road to go to the dairy, or whatever that road is, Mecca, I think it is, to go to the dairy, there's Bud Light cans and bottles on both sides of the road beside disposable diapers. Now they went back to Modelo.
So the Mexicans are protesting Bud Light too.
They are. They're not drinking it either. Like I said, I can't even give it away.
Do you think that will last, or you think it's just a little phase?
If it doesn't last, it didn't prove a point.
Do you have some tourist information for me?
No, it burned up in the fire.
All right. Can't give me an inside, you know. Where's the watering hole? Do you guys have hot springs out here?
Yeah, but you can't swim in them. Hot springs, no. None of the
can't-
hot.
you
You can't
can't
swim in. It's
why?
a $500 fine because of the
Mercury?
pupfish,
Oh, pupfish.
and they're endangered species.
Miss Kathy's Short Branch Saloon. So this has got stories. This has stories out here.
This is where the bands play. I had a battle of the bands when I was younger. We used to go to the pipeline, and then all these bands would show up, and they would play Wipeout. Last June, I think I had a run, and we had 2 bands, and I went around with a $100 bill, and I told the drummer, I said, "This is what you get. We're going to have a battle of the bands, a battle of the drummers." And they played Wipeout, and this place was just crazy.
Do you see a lot of stuff in the skies here?
You're talking about aliens?
All the above.
I'm going to be like Elon Musk. I don't believe in aliens.
You don't.
My daughter works out there.
Okay, so but do you
there's
see a lot of military stuff in the
A
skies?
lot of military training at night, and so you'll see a lot of, because they come down with lights and stuff when they crash. And people think those are aliens and stuff, but
Oh, they're parachuting at night?
because they're out there is just like being in the Middle East, and that's why they do all that training.
So there are a lot of military bases out here, right?
Just Creech Air Force Base, where they do the Predators and the drones. The
the
number
skies
one
here?
flyer out of Creech is young girls, because they have faster reflex with them.
No way.
And they fly them out of Creech all the way over to wherever they fly them.
So the women fly the Predators?
Young
'Cause
girls.
Young
Young girls.
like how old?
Gosh, 21 and a little bit. I don't even think they're 30.
Because their fingers
their
work quicker.
reflexes are so fast. And so in my day, off
that's
the
interesting.
line was Shirley Muldowney on the drag strip. They made sure she had the worst crew you ever saw. Her husband, because she was so fast, she beat all those guys, even her husband. So, but he was really jealous because he raced off. But
So
women are fast.
The
Reflexes
women
are
are
fast.
doing all the drone bombings around the world.
Most of them.
Did not know
and
that.
a whole bunch of them come out of there. Isn't that beautiful, though?
I love the Mojave. The Mojave is a gem.
It's prettier today because we have the shade.
Well,
And then
it looks like a painting.
And all these, you'll see the yellow tinge out there.
Yep.
Those are all flowers on those creosote bushes.
Okay.
I can't believe I remember. So you'll see a bunch of yellow, and that's all creosote bushes.
You
out
are
there with
tourist
yellow.
information.
Well, yeah.
Listen to you.
Yeah.
I know.
And there's
'Cause I
wild
just-
horses. When
I
I came
just-
from town yesterday, there was
Yeah, and burros
2
too.
little babies and 3 adult horses on the side
Butch
of the road.
Cassidy is buried at Johnny, which you're going into.
Johnny? The town's name
Town
is...
of Johnny.
Okay,
At the
that's
Johnny
right.
mine.
It's
He
at
worked
the
in the
top
Johnny
of the
mine, and he
hill.
got killed by a great big one of those grinding wheels in the mine.
Oh,
He actually is buried someplace by the mine. But
Do
it's
I
an unmarked grave.
Do I need to get out to Johnny?
No, that's private.
It's private. Okay. What else should I
you'll be
see in this town?
driving
Is there anything else to see in Crystal?
I don't think
But
so.
this is the only business.
Cruise some of the streets.
We're right-
I saw a guy with a lot of school buses over there.
That's my back door neighbor.
Okay. If you need a school bus, you know who to ask?
Yeah.
No?
They've been there
he
for
don't
many
get
years.
He don't get rid of shit.
Yeah,
But
he's
I know. I
definitely
was thinking about
collecting.
Using
getting a
that-
schoolie.
Yeah, if you look, those
I
are
was
actually
out in
people.
her backyard cleaning up some wood, and I was like, look at that schoolie. I can live in that.
People, those are becoming popular.
Schoolies a
They
huge
really,
thing.
they really
He
are.
might be sitting
he
on a
has-
gold
Hey.
mine.
I think he has one or
He
two
might
over
be, I
there
know
that do
exactly.
people do live in.
He's a schoolie connoisseur.
Yeah, but he used to own the gun shop in Frump, and now he's out here.
Okay, town like this, though, you sort of have to get along with everybody, right?
No,
Or okay. You have friends
Oh,
and
you're
enemies?
asking the good questions, Pete. Good job.
You like that?
they just tore
Got
my
you going?
sign down at the top of the road.
Why?
Look at me. Do you think I'm upset?
You don't put up with any BS, obviously.
No, I don't. And I know everybody that does the meth, and I know everybody that does the drugs.
Is there a
And
lot of that out
If I
here?
drive around, they say, Kathy, you're too snoopy. And I says, I'm not snoopy. It's called neighborhood watch. If I see somebody on somebody's property that's not supposed to be on their property,
Yeah.
I yell and scream and holler at it. Nye County even calls, because they don't. It comes mostly from Beatty, which is 54 miles away. And they said, there's two girls fighting on such and such street. And I says, yeah, I know who they are. So I'll go on the street, but I don't. I'll just go and stay on the street. I don't go on their property. I'll yell at them. Well, Nye County just called me. You two girls need to quit. If you quit, I'll go back and tell Nye County they don't need to come out. But if you keep on doing this because people are complaining about you two, well, then I'm going back and saying, I can't control them. You need to come out.
Okay.
And I'll tell them the two places where they have to go. So you have a choice. You either go to jail or you go and get in your house and behave yourself.
Okay. Or you deal with Kathy, which nobody wants to, huh?
Yeah, one guy just got mad at me, shot through my house. Yeah, he got 5 years.
like
He
a
got gun.
10
He got
gauge?
9mm. He
Shot
got
through your
5
house.
years probation too, and he's a felon. That's our judicial system now. I just laugh at him. He lives right over there.
5 years probation.
Yeah,
That's it.
and he's a felon.
Wow. So
And he lives right there. Our,
So in
our
the-
judicial system is crappy.
in Nevada, I thought Nevada would be a little more strict.
Nope. It's the same. Whatever you hear about the judicial system, it's same all over.
Did the bullet come close to you guys?
I live over it was my house.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for the water. Appreciate it. You have the sweetest smile too, and I can't put you on camera, but I totally understand.
You can barely see it. It's the house over there when you drive through town. It's the Octagon house.
Okay.
And so he shot through, so it's eight-sided.
You live in the Octagon house.
Uh-huh.
Who
And
lives
so
in
he-
this Airstream?
Oh, that's mine.
That's nice.
That's another story too. See, people like.
I could do a whole
there is-
documentary series on you.
I could write a whole book.
Harry from Canada's living there.
Harry from Canada's living there until the snow goes away.
But are you going to rent those rooms out?
Well, I only do them for Airbnb. So they
People
have to go through Airbnb to stay there.
people Airbnb out here.
And then I have three camping spots where you can bring an RV.
Okay.
So there's 3 of those that they can bring an RV and they can stay out.
So people come out here because they want the old school Nevada feel, right?
Not necessarily. When they get out here, they say the rooms are too small, and I'm not here 24 hours to go and open the bar. They really criticize.
You got a
me.
high maintenance crowd.
Some of them do. It's a high maintenance crowd. Don't get wet. It's a high maintenance crowd because it's cheap. I'm not that expensive.
Oh, okay.
If I was more money, they probably wouldn't come out and stay. They don't read. People don't read. And I call them short branch bunk houses. How big do you think a bunk house is?
I'd say a bunkhouse is 10 by 10.
Okay, these are 13 by 13.
All right.
But I got it's full of stuff because Gwen and I are going to do a yard sale. I could look out my front window and not see my neighbors smoke.
That was your goal as a kid?
As an adult, when I was raising my kids.
Oh, yeah.
So the bar had windows facing that way. You could never see my neighbors smoke.
You don't like smoking?
No, I just don't like. I like the 750 acres in front of me.
Yeah, that's your front lawn. So when are we going to get this going again?
I need trusses.
Okay.
I just don't have anybody that wants to be an engineer.
Nobody.
Last one I talked to, he wants $950 just to come out here to talk to me. And then we can go from there because my son-in-law is a union carpenter.
Okay.
And Gwen and I can do sheetrock.
But we
You can do
always look for help.
Okay. Okay, so anyone out there that wants to help out in the Vegas area, right?
Yeah.
What will you'll give them plenty of cold drinks?
Oh, I can.
No Bud Light, but
No, I have Bud Light. I'll have to. That's
you can give them
free.
endless amounts.
I can.
Okay.
That's free. They could definitely have. Yeah, we barbecue.
You barbecue, you can cook them dinner. You'll do the full treatment.
If they come out.
You're saying you want to look someone in the eye if they give you money.
I want to see. I want
But
to see them.
do you have a GoFundMe or anything?
I don't like GoFundMe. They got me a GoFundMe and they filled it in what, 3 days?
You didn't like that?
I didn't like it. I didn't like it because I didn't know. In 3 days, I didn't have a clue who gave me the money. I
Okay.
didn't have the slightest idea who coughed up that kind of money. And you kind of want to say thank you in person.
Okay.
You know, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it.
We got to get people out here. Come to Crystal if you're in Vegas. You want a great adventure, a beautiful trip, right? Around the Spring Mountains.
Right.
Come into Crystal and you'll be here.
My cell number is on the window. They want
Cell
me to
number's
come
on the
in.
window.
They
Okay.
want me to come in, I'll come in. As
Is
long as
mile
it's
marker
not dark.
30 is mostly open Friday.
Okay. And
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm mostly
come to help support the cause and get some good conversation with you ladies. That was great. Seriously, that was fun. I wish I could stay. I need to get out into the desert now, right?
You need to go out.
So ladies, you totally changed the course of this route. You're
What's
saying
wrong with
don't go
No,
Pahrump or the ghost town I was thinking of.
no. You can stop at Area 51,
Where the
and that's
brothel
where the
is.
brothel is.
The only brothel in.
Nye County.
Okay, stop at the brothel.
Because you said you wanted to go to the brothel.
Well, I want to shoot video at the brothel. I can't go inside with the camera, right?
You have to go talk to them and ask them.
Okay.
If
It's
you
a
put,
little
like when
tourist
you put
trap.
your camera underneath your arm, you can go in and talk to somebody. Because when I seen it under your arm, and then just
You
talk,
thought it was
talk
a
to
gun,
somebody.
so you were okay
I
with
didn't.
it.
I have no problem.
You thought it was a gun, so you thought it was okay.
I have no problem with guns.
You're like you're more worried about cameras than guns, right?
You make eye contact.
Safer.
If your pupils were as big as your whole brown in your eyes, then we probably wouldn't be so friendly.
Because
make eye contact.
that means I'm alert or tweaking.
Well, not tweaking. Usually when a person is on the verge of going off or whatever, their pupils get real big.
Last question, cops. Is it sheriffs that come out here, or do you have your
Yeah,
own?
we don't like them
Okay.
because we are our own sheriff.
Yeah. You don't like an out of towner coming in.
And they call me. Even when they
On the
shoot for my
payphone?
even when they shoot through my house, they didn't come out here for 2 hours because they said Kathy will take care of it herself.
Kathy,
I didn't call.
Are you
I
packing?
called
Are you
my-
packing?
Hell yes, I pack. If you pack, everybody packs.
Where is it?
Well, not now.
No? Okay.
We're not afraid of you. If I was afraid of you, if I would
You wouldn't have let me come in here.
I would have
Kicked my ass.
I wouldn't have talked to you this long.
Yeah.
You won't
Thank
believe
you.
how I talk to you if I'm afraid of you or I don't like you or we have a problem. You know that I don't like you.
All right.
Gwen even tried to split up a fight between me and a girl. I just don't like her at all. And she put her hands on me. That's the worst thing you could do to me because I usually turn around and she would have went flying.
All right. Ladies, we've said goodbye like 3 times.
Now don't drive fast. Just be careful. Highway patrol in the 95. Just enjoy your day.
Okay. And if I get pulled over by the sheriff, I'll tell him Kathy sent me.
Oh, that might not get you anyplace.
Could be a double.
Double fines. All right, Gwen, you have to turn around because I want to shoot the front of the building, and I don't want to shoot you.
She'll have her picture taken.
Okay, from far back, we can do it? Okay.
She will. We're buddies.
You ladies are awesome. That was fun.
Yes, it was. Drive careful. Drive safe. So guys, we're not gonna do business here, but I'm curious. We'll see if we can film any of this. Highly doubt it. That's very cool of you to speak. So there's a lot of judgment obviously against brothels.
Yeah.
But the ladies were saying in this town, Crystal, you know, they really they like them in the community because it's good for the tax revenue, and it's also a clean way to do it, as in it's regulated and there's testing every week. Or
Yeah.
how does it work here?
Yeah, there's testing every week. They have to have a negative result to even be able to work the floor.
Okay.
And then they also, when they first come in, they have to get a work card through the sheriff's department.
Interesting.
And that the sheriff's department actually runs a full background check on them. We also do random checks on the guys before we actually book them to make sure that there's no visible signs of any issues as well. So
you do
from top to
checks of the guys?
not background checks. No, we do. I mean, it's kind of impossible to do that on the fly.
Yeah.
But you know, the ladies are trained in being able to detect you know, issues with the men's health as well.
Okay.
Or ladies. You know, sometimes couples come in.
Couples, that's interesting. I wouldn't have thought that.
No names, obviously, but there was this beautiful couple that decided to have a wedding down in Las Vegas at one of the chapels, and then this was their honeymoon.
Wow.
They were super cute, very respectful, great people.
Wow, that's interesting. I'm sure you have stories.
Yes. Well, there's multiple stories that run through here.
I bet. Cool.
Yeah.
And you're the general manager.
Yes. The ladies are all independent contractors. This is their business. Actually, through Nye County, they're not even allowed to post their menus online. So you would have to come to the house to be able to speak to the ladies directly. But from there, it's no door fee, and there's no obligation to speak to the lady. Everything has to be 100% consensual before anything is finalized here. I have a very stable house, extremely professional ladies.
Okay.
You know, I really don't have any drama. We don't allow drugs into this house at all.
Okay.
We focus on having a very positive experience and having the ladies work together, which actually makes for a greater household altogether.
Cursa Cabela. Okay, talk to those that don't know what the house culture is compared to doing your services in cities on the streets, for example, or house culture.
Well, you know, a lot of people like to come here because it's a really safe and controlled environment.
Okay.
You know that, you know, we've all been tested, we have our licenses from the sheriff, and there's people around, so you don't have to worry about some of the hidden costs that might be associated with, you know, going somewhere outside.
Right.
And I would never talk badly about the girls who do that, but this is a really good option for people who want to do it a little bit safer.
How long have you been here at this facility?
I've been working here since December of last year, but I've been working at the houses since 2021.
Do you plan to do this for a long time, or what are your plans?
I would like to do this for a long time.
Okay.
I'm, you know, pursuing things that I'm interested in on my off time as well, so I'm not letting it sort of get in the way of my other interests.
Sure.
But I would like to do this for a long time.
What are your other interests?
I like to repair vintage audio gear. I like painting, gardening, stuff like that.
Oh, interesting. And do you live out here, or do you live in Las Vegas?
I live here while I'm working.
Okay.
We all have our own rooms.
Okay.
But right now, when I'm at home, I live in the Bay Area.
So you come out here for like a week or two at a time and then go home, or how's it work?
Well, all of the girls kind of have their own touring schedules. I usually come out here for 3 to 4 weeks at a time, and then I'll go home for 3 to 4 weeks at a time.
Okay, so you're living like two lives in a way.
Not really.
No?
I mean, all the people in my personal life, they
Yeah.
know what I do. My family is very supportive. But I just kind of split my time between my home and my second home.
Okay, so was that hard telling your family or your friends, or everyone accepts it, you said?
You know, my mother was a little bit hesitant at first. She was like, really? You're doing that? But then I sort of explained, you know, this is what I want to do. I want to pursue this. And she understood. And my friends and family are very supportive, and I'm really lucky.
Okay. What do people not understand?
I think people don't quite understand. That's a good question. There's a lot. There's a lot of sort of ideas in the media about what it is that we do and how we do things. I would say one thing is like people sort of assume that we're not very smart but we have to be because, you know, we're kind of running our own business. So we're taking care of the financials, we're doing all of getting our supplies and talking to our clients. So there is a lot of work that goes into it. There are a lot of things that we have here that people doing this independently might not have, you know. There's a community within the house. There's people that you can talk to, people that you can lean on, and, you know, all of the safety that we have here is also really valuable.
Okay, so that's a big thing I would think is safety, security.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Versus being on the streets of Los Angeles or something. That's got to be very, very dangerous, right?
It is, it is.
Have you talked to any of those women doing that in those places?
I haven't necessarily talked with a lot of like ladies who walk, but I do know a good amount of people who do this independently, like independent escorts and things of that nature. And there are a lot of similarities, a lot of overlap, but there are a lot of safety things that they have to worry about, like screening and, you know, not getting caught by the authorities, keeping everything kind of, you know, in that gray area. Whereas here, you don't have to worry about any of that.
You choose the house you want to be at.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
And why'd you choose this one?
That's a good question. I actually had a friend who was working here at the time, and I asked, you know, how's it going at Alien Cat House? And she said, it's great, you should fill an application and come on by. So I came over and I figured out, wow, it actually is great.
You love it?
I love it.
Really?
Absolutely. No, it's a lot of fun, and they take good care of us here. We have a lot of freedoms.
Yeah.
We can go run errands whenever we need to. There's no one like telling us to book with clients that we don't want to book with. It is really rewarding, whether you're on the provider side or on the client side.
Is it rewarding because the attention, the affection you get, or what is it?
Sometimes, what I really enjoy is being able to see into someone and see what they need and to sort of help them complete something that might be otherwise incomplete in their life. Because a lot of people come looking for just the company and affection of a woman. And there are people now, kind of more than ever, who are lonely and isolated because of all the things happening in the world. And so people really need that physical touch and that personal connection. And that's what a lot of people come here for.
So guys, the point of this channel is to bring you into different worlds and let people speak. Let them do the speaking. I'm not doing the narrative that you got to agree or disagree with. Take that all for what it is. I have my own opinions and I'm not even going to share them. You know, obviously that is a third rail topic and some people are gonna feel very strongly one way or the other. My job and the point of these videos is to expose you to things that you might not normally see, and I'm sure some of you have seen the insides and what goes on, and I'm not here to judge at all. And I will say that the safety element is a good one, because right now in Los Angeles, for example, they pretty much just let it fly, from what I understand, from what I saw when I was there in South Central. So what's better? That with pimps, or this with some management and taxes and testing? Oldest profession in the world, you decide. All right, now on to a ghost town. Outside of Vegas is, wow, from skiing to cat houses. It's quite mixed up. I'd like to take the moment in this video to give a shout out to David at Avis Budget Rent-A-Cars at the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. I had a small SUV and David just gave me the big upgrade, which is awesome when you're out in these landscapes. And also, before we get out to the ghost town, I have a new merch line. Finally have a new merch line. This logo here represents the channel. A bunch of different tees, some sweats. If you want to support the channel and get some great merch in the process, click a link down below. All right, let's get out there, guys. Towards Death Valley. We got a ghost town we need to get to. Cook Bank Building began in the spring of 1907. One of 4 banks in Rhyolite. That's quite grand for being out here. Look at that. It was open for less than 2 years. In the summer and fall of 1907, a financial crisis caused banks across the country to go bankrupt. By 1910, the Cook Bank was closed. Such a peaceful silence up here. About 110 years ago or so, this place was thriving. Horses, carriages, big banks, businesses. Adventurers would come from all corners of the country, mostly from the east though, came west. 1849 was that big gold rush here in California. We're almost in California. It's a few miles that way. And all these explorers and adventurers came to the west to find their riches, to start a new life, to live in a very free place. I think with very little rules. So imagine coming across the country and ending up in the Mojave Desert. That is before air conditioning. Now we're up at like 3,000 feet here, so it's not too bad. I'm sure in the summer it's super hot. We're getting there though. Porter Brothers store. Construction of their new building began in 1906, used local stone, and took 4 months at a cost of $10,000. Go-to destination for Christmas shopping. Even the popular store was not immune to the downturn that would decimate Rhyolite's businesses. It closed in 1910. It's the story of America, right? Go where the opportunities are. When the opportunities leave, quite often you have to leave. I think it was more extreme back then. Like the minerals run out and you gotta go, there's nothing. Versus now, but we still have that trend now, right? If you're in some steel town that ran out of steel, or coal town 40 years ago, well, I don't know. I'm actually going to get into a lot of that in the next couple months in Appalachia. A lot of people stay, obviously, but we're going to learn more about that story, which is crazy to think. Thriving, active, a lot of money being made out here. And then not long after this. Do you mind if I have the camera on? Is that all right?
Yeah,
all right. So you guys live around here?
Yeah.
Peter.
Ethan, man.
Ethan, nice to meet you.
YouTube or something?
YouTube. Derek.
Right on, man. Yeah. Javen.
Javen, nice to meet you. What was this? Do you know?
Train station.
Train station?
Yep.
They were running trains in here.
Yeah, through here and like Tonopah all the way up to Reno and whatnot, I think.
No way. So they were getting Rhyolite here then, right? That's why it's why it's called Rhyolite?
Gold.
They got gold from here.
Yeah, this is a gold mine. If you look right here, this back mountain, all this right here,
yeah.
Old gold mine. It's called a bullfrog mine.
This one?
Yeah, right behind over this mountain, you'll see some catch benches and some leach pads, and that was an old gold mine. My dad helped reclaim it out there, actually, when a company called Leadcorp came in and reclaimed it. So they're not mining gold anymore out of it. It's all reclaimed and whatnot. But
what are you guys mining anything out here now?
No, it's just drilling. There's a small little mine, but it's not operational. But everything right now is just drilling. So it's lithium and gold drilling in hopes that in the next 3 years that they should open a gold mine. But that's what's been going on for the last 10 years. Just a bunch of drilling for gold.
Is that what most people are doing for work?
Out here, yeah, that's what most people are doing for work. You're either drilling or you're working for the exploration side of England.
Do you guys love it out here?
Oh, I love it out here. Yeah, it's nice growing up in a small town. For sure. I mean, you can come out, we can put our trucks out here and take pictures and everything.
You guys got nice trucks.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. That's that gold money right there, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, his dad's a miner. Our dad, so he's my cousin. These two are my brothers. So his dad's a miner and our dad's a miner.
Is there good work out here right now?
Yeah, it's great work. I mean, I'm busy 24/7. My boss is always having me running around. We're working in Amargosa at a little rock pit out here and Vegas. So you name it, we're all over the place. We're contractors, so
they pay you well?
Yeah, they pay very well.
Buying nice trucks with your money. I mean, you guys are young.
Yeah, definitely.
How old?
I just turned 17.
Nice.
And 19 and just turned 16.
March.
And you guys are all rocking the big pickups.
Yeah.
I love it. So you're hoping in 3 to 4 years this thing hits, and then the town's going to be doing really well.
Oh yeah, that's our. I mean, have you ever been up to Elko?
I have a long time ago.
So Elko is like a boom town. There's a bunch of gold and whatnot there. That's where the money's at, is in Elko, because there's a bunch of gold mines. Yeah. We're hoping that Beatty turns into the next Elko. Just a bunch of people, a bunch of gold, a bunch of stores, a bunch of everything. Because they got 2 big projects right now. They got something called the North Bullfrog, where they're trying to open up, and then they got another project on these back mountains called Seahorse or Merlin or whatever. So
okay,
the big dog company in Beatty right now is Anglo. So if you want to learn about gold or know who's in Beatty, Anglo is the #1. That's who it is. They bought everybody else out, and they're the ones that are doing all kinds of drilling. They got some of the best drillers in the world out here drilling for them.
You're not moving out. You're staying here.
No, I'm staying here. I like it here.
That's
the money's
cool.
here, so.
What about the dating scene? That might be hard.
Oh, you bring that up. That's funny. Yeah, I always got to go to different towns to find a girlfriend, because there's no, like, for me, there's just no girls here that like trucks, or a lot of these like northern Nevada chicks. They dig the trucks.
So you like to pull down northern Nevada chicks, because we're in southern Nevada.
Yeah, I'm a big northern guy. I love northern Nevada girls. That's my thing, man.
Why is that?
Because they're all cowgirls and they like trucks. They're like me. They're not like all city and whatnot. They don't like doing all kinds of weird stuff. They like doing stuff I do. I feel like that's kind of what separates us from us and like other small town kids. I mean, there's plenty of great kids out there, but there's a lot of like kids in these like communities that just do a bunch of hood rat
a lot of them see like the trucks and dirt bikes and things. We're just do too.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but you're saying you guys work hard. You don't smoke weed, you're saying?
No, I've never smoked weed in my life. Not a day in my life. Drugs or chicks, if that comes down to it, I'm good. I'm just trying to keep my head focused on working right now. Like I said, I'm 19, so I'm just trying to keep my nose to the grindstone, keep grinding. But yeah, a lot of people come out here. This is, I guess, a pretty big tourist attraction.
This is haunted?
Supposedly, yeah.
This is walkable here, right?
I mean, I think so.
Yeah, I think you can walk around it. I don't know about inside.
A serious train depot.
Yeah. Supposedly, this town was bigger than Beatty or something. There's a bunch of history behind it. I mean, I'm not too good at history. I didn't pay attention to school, really. But supposedly, this place was booming back in the day when the gold was here. Well, I hope Beatty just blows up
back to
gold
life.
mines, you know? Like, you go up north and you're trying to work winters. It's cold. A lot of people want to kind of work where it's not too bad around, all around the year. I mean, out here in the summers, it gets pretty hot, but I'd rather be hot than cold up in the northern area, so I'd rather work over here where you get a little bit nicer weather. The winters aren't as harsh out here, so. Well, that's the whole hope, man. That's why everybody's out here drilling. Like, if you're staying in Beatty, you'll go down, you'll see national trucks, major trucks, Bork trucks. They're all the same trucks. Big old driller trucks, got line flags and whatnot.
So I thought it was there was nothing here, because I came through town, there's a bunch of trailers that look a little beat up, and I'm like,
oh, yeah.
But I just came through one way.
Everybody in the town, if you go ask everybody, they're like, oh, we're hoping for the gold mines, or the gold mines should be coming. It's everything right now in Beatty is gold mines. It's been like that for the past 4 years.
And you're optimistic it's going to happen?
I'm optimistic. I want them to happen. I think gold mines are great. I love them.
All right, guys, here we are. Back where we started.
Price is right.
Full circle, hero's journey. What an adventure today. So many different types of people, different types of places. Quite fascinating. Went off course a bit, which is what you got to do sometimes when you get the good info. And that was just one way out of Vegas. You can go this way, go to Lake Mead. That's a whole nother set of adventures. Haven't done it, but maybe in the future. All right, guys, this is part of a greater Vegas series. Check out my other videos on the city. Thanks for coming along. Until the next one.